Hi, my name's Cash Cruitt. I'm from Andover, Minnesota. In the winter, I play for the Andover Huskies, and my favorite NHL player is Jacob Markstrom.
Hi, my name's Henry Shamil. I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota. I play for Minnesota Made, and my favorite hockey player is Connor McDavid.
My name is Keaton John. I'm from West Fargo, North Dakota. I play for the West Fargo Stampede in the winter, and my favorite hockey player is Jonathan Taves.
My name is Mikey Birchall. I'm from Minnetonka, Minnesota. My winter team is Minnetonka Skippers, and my favorite player is Dylan Larkin.
Hi, my name is Logan Lettner. I'm from Maple Grove, Minnesota. I play for Osseo Maple Grove, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name's Dylan Dean. I live in Maple Grove, Minnesota. I play for Osseo Maple Grove, and my favorite player is Elias Pettersson.
My name is Victor Plant. I'm from Hermantown, Minnesota. I play for the Hermantown Hawks. My favorite player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Pettersson. I'm from Shakopee, Minnesota, and I play for the Shakopee Sabres. And my favorite player is Bobby Brink.
Hi, my name is AJ Francisco. I'm from Hermantown, Minnesota. I play for the Hermantown Hawks, and my favorite hockey player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Kuznick. I'm from Maple Grove, Minnesota. I play for Osseo Maple Grove Hockey Association, and my favorite player is Jack Hughes.
Hi, my name is Kason Panzer. I'm from Grand Forks, North Dakota. I played for Grand Forks Titans, and my favorite NHL hockey player is Brock Besser.
Hi, my name is TJ Hale. I'm from West Fargo, North Dakota. I play for West Fargo Stampede, and my favorite NHL player is Brock Besser.
Hi, my name is Charlie Inkstrom. I'm from Stillwater, Minnesota. I play for Stillwater Ponies, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name's Kane Johnson. I'm from West Fargo, North Dakota. I play for the West Fargo Stampede, and my favorite player is Patrick Kane.
Hi, my name is Sammy Nelson. I'm from Maple Grove, Minnesota. I play for Osseo Maple Grove. And my favorite hockey player is Austin Matthews.
Hi, my name is Nate Kenny. I'm from Milton, Massachusetts. I play for the Boston Advantage, and my favorite player is Johnny Gaudreau.
Hi, I'm Camden Shore. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is PK Subban.
Hi, my name is Spencer Thornborough. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I play on Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name is Brady Sloper. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Max Domi.
Hi, my name is Gus Olson. I live in Afton, Minnesota. I play for Minnesota Made SL2, and my favorite player is Ryan Donato.
My name is Angelo Prepera. I'm from Stillwater, Minnesota. I play for Choice Hockey, and my favorite player is Sidney Crosby.
Hi, my name is Alex Frost. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Alex Ovechkin.
Hi, my name is Luke Carruthers. I am from Maple Grove, Minnesota. My winter team is Maple Grove. My favorite player is Jordan Bennington.
Hi, my name is Zachary Steele. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Brad Marchand.
Hi, my name's Wyatt Britton. I'm from Sandown, New Hampshire. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Jake DeBrusk.
Hi, my name is AJ Young. I live in Windham, New Hampshire. I play for Top Gun 08 Elite, and my favorite player is Craig the Bender Shore.
Hi, my name is Thomas Besrick. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I play for the Boston Terriers, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
team from the Jefferson Division, New England at 3-3. Top 4 teams out of each division making the playoff rounds here, and it gets started with this breakfast edition of the show between Great Plains at 6-0 and New England at 3-3. Great Plains, one of the top 2 scoring teams in the show with 49 goals all told. Against New England, they've scored 20 and allowed 22. A solid top 5 defense, but they'll have their hands full with the squad in black. New England goes after it quickly, trying to attack. On Cash Cruitt, 6-0, 81% on the save percentage. 19 goals allowed, just 19 throughout the first 6 games. Quick whistle to bring us back to neutral ice. 19 seconds in. On the other side, it's Luke Carithers, 3-3, 82% on the save percentage. He's allowed 22 goals. Carithers and New England 3-3 off a loss yesterday against Team USA, who's the 1 seed on the other side of the bracket. Maybe a collision course between the 2 unbeatens, 2 games in a row now that New England has taken on a team without a loss, and they'll try and hang one on them here to keep their 2019 show alive. Meanwhile, Great Plains will just try to keep the train moving on down the tracks. 5-3 victory over Pacific to finish off a perfect run through the round-robin play, as this one's picked up by Burchild. He falls into the circles as he just dips down there trying to attack in on Carithers. Back to New England, tapped away. Brewitt back after it again. Burchild, back after it again. Drops it down below the goal line to Nate Pedersen. Pedersen hops back up with it, centered back towards the front. Bouncing puck goes high up over Carithers. Watched it go, and it's picked up down below the goal line by Sammy Nelson. Nelson spinning with it, drops it down to Pedersen. Pedersen, 3 goals and 6 assists. Into the middle looking for Junt. Keaton Junt with 4 goals in the tournament. Couldn't connect on that. 13:40 to go, still scoreless. Plenty of pressure coming up from Great Plains here early. Great Plains has found their footing with that pressure. Long shot from near the blue line, deflected away defensively in front. Back out to Engstrom, who sent it there the first time. Bangs it off the boards near side. Charlie Engstrom, an assist for the defenseman throughout the tournament. 2 assists for the defenseman throughout the tournament. Pass flies into the middle of the circle. Junt spinning to try and track it down. Loses track of it, but New England takes it away. Clears the zone with 13:50 to go. 1-on-3 as it's shoveled ahead by Gus Olsen, Minnesota kid on this New England squad. Olsen tracks it down below the goal line. Has it taken away by Great Plains, but still after it. Pushed up the boards. TJ Hale trying to get it for the squad in black and gold. Didn't mention that, but you can figure it out by the big GP on their chest that the squad in black and gold, that's Great Plains. In red and gray, that's New England. Great Plains going right to left. It's on the stick of Hale. Hale against 3 defenders. Flings it down off the boards, then chases it. Gets it back behind the goal line. Looking to center, back out towards Lutner. Lutner with a lot of space. He fires. Bouncing puck goes off of Carithers. Karams wide to the near side. 12:30 to go. We're still scoreless. First period of our first quarterfinal game. 3 more wins for a title here in the 2019 show for one of these teams. Dylan Dean after it defensively for Great Plains, but it pushes all the way down into their zone. New England trying to provide some pressure. Brady Sloper setting up at the blue line, but it's taken away down near the goal line by Dean. Dean slides through, down to a knee, able to just shove it ahead, got it towards Hale, plays it off the boards with 12 minutes remaining here in the first. Too strong as Camden Shore will track it down. Far side, whips it out of the corner, and Too Strong. That's defensively, so they were able to move it out of the zone, and it's going to be played by Great Plains. Might have been an icing. I didn't see an arm up to wave it off, but it's played before it hits the goal line anyway. So Great Plains will try and take it all the way up ice. Caught up in traffic. Loose puck. Bounces away. There's Dylan Dean. Make that Burchild. Burchild flying across the blue line outside the circle with some speed. He'll look to center. 2 men in front of the net. Couldn't find either one. Johnson's one of them. That one slides wide to the crease to the near side. 11:30 to go. Still scoreless in this first period. Great Plains providing the bulk of the pressure so far. Johnson will pick it up now. Far side boards, dumps it down, looking for a teammate. Got it right back, slips out to Shamil at the blue line. He pokes it ahead to keep it in the zone. Top of the slot for Kuznick. Wyatt Kuznick couldn't get everything on that shot. He just settles it wide to the near side. Chance for Great Plains to hang on to pressure, but instead, Brian Frost trying to work it away down below the goal line. Push it back up ice for this New England team. Under 11 minutes to play here in this first period. Still scoreless. Pressure from Great Plains. So far, New England surviving that against this team that is 1 goal shy of 50 for the tournament. Bounces all the way down. Shamil will track it. Crosses the ice with the pass to the far side, and it's poked ahead as they're looking for Johnson to get away on the break. Johnson bangs it off the boards, get past two defenders. Johnson at the circle, and he's just walled off far side. Shore did a good job to cut off his angle and take away a potential shot or pass to the middle. 10.5 to go here in the first. Just held in, but not. A.J. Francisco was charging there, the defenseman who has 5 assists in the tournament. Couldn't quite get there in time to hold the zone. So back to neutral ice we go with 10.5 minutes remaining in the first period. As we have all week, we're playing 2 15-minute periods. Then we'll get a resurface and play a 15-minute third. Overtime as needed, certainly here in the postseason. Angelo Perpera works it the other way for New England. Enters the zone as he's walled off by Francisco. They both go down to at least a knee. Perpera took the worst into that, and the puck springs free. Francisco shovels it off to the far side. Now he fills the gap right in the middle, looking for the pass right back. Driving it on Carithers, takes the shot, and Carithers is able to swallow it up with the left pad. 10:04 to go. Great Plains nearly hopping on the board there with that little 2-on-1 break. Instead, face off to the glove side of the goaltender Carithers. He's been in net for all 6 games throughout pool play. 82% on the save percentage coming in here. He gave up 5 to Team USA, but only 2 to the high-scoring Team USA squad through the first 2 periods last night. Forced them to do most of their damage in the third as we hop under 10 minutes to go here in this first period. New England able to clear the zone off that draw, but the icing is going to bring it back the other way. So not under control and still shy of the blue line. So back we hop the other way with Great Plains trying to put on some more pressure. They're high, 14 goals. Twice, though, they scored 10+. Put up 12 against Great Lakes in the opener of the show, then 14 their second to last game of pool play. Victory over West. Twice they scored 7, once 5, and once 4 to build their 49 goals for the tournament. That puck slides free out in front, and Pruitt has to make a big-time save. And it does go in on the rebound, and it's New England who gets the rebound to go off the initial offering from Thomas Bazarek, who put it off the pads of Pruitt. And then in the scrum, New England able to pop it home. And just like they did yesterday against the unbeaten Team USA, it'll be an early lead for New England. 9:37 to go. 1-0 is the lead. New England went down 1-0 against Team USA last night and then scored the next 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead early in the second. And so here against unbeaten Great Plains, they pop home the first tally. Let's make it 1-0. You get the official scoring there. Great Plains trying to equalize, and the shot in on Carithers settles it down off the chest and covers it up. It was Brian Frost. As mentioned, Bazarek got it started, and Frost finished it off in the scrum in front of the net. So 1-0 New England, but they're right back into the frying pan when it comes to the pressure from Great Plains. There's been all kinds of pressure throughout this game. Straight from the top of the slot, Burchild slides into a potential look. Swallowed up again by Carithers. 8:58 to go. Plenty of shots here from Great Plains. But so far, Carithers able to survive, and Pruitt off a rebound on a nice save on a charge from Bazarek, and now this one's swept through by Burchild. Didn't quite put the first offering towards the net on the backhand, just turned it into a bit of a dangle and was able to get Carithers to commit, and we're tied at 1. So less than a minute later, Great Plains puts us right back where we started, off the draw. Burchild scores for the 7th time in the tournament, 14 total points. Great Plains will take the face-off right back the other way, trying to add to this lead. They've been dominant with the pressure, but on a break, the first goal pops the way of New England, so that put Great Plains behind the 8 ball for just about 40 seconds. And then they came back to score and tie it. Playing Great Plains, you got to be able to clear on plays like this, and Bazarek has done it again. Just had it poked off his stick as he got to neutral ice. But a good clear to end that last possession for Great Plains. It wings its way down towards the Great Plains zone. Wrapped around the boards, played off on that near side and pushed to the middle. Sammy Nelson, he'll charge 1-on-2. Beats one defender, plays it hopping off the boards, has a man in the middle, tried to sweep it towards Pedersen and lost control. 7:54 to go. Back the other way comes New England. Attacking left to right in those red and gray uniforms. Defensive work there by Kaizen Panzer. Panzer was able to slow that attack and let his teammates catch up. And now they can eliminate this possession here with Junt working with it behind his own net. Poked away, Burchild's in on the fight there. The puck springs free to the far side with 7.5 minutes to go. Poked off the boards. Pedersen working his way down the ice. Steps inside a defender. He's got the goalie to beat. He dangles and backhands it home. Great Plains with the last 2 goals to take the lead, and that was TJ Hale going coast to coast. So they score about a minute and a half apart. Their 2 goals. And just over 2 minutes after New England took their 1-0 lead. Panzer giving the assist. After New England took the lead, 2 minutes later we sit here and it's 2-1 Great Plains. And that is what they've been doing the entirety of this week here at the 2019 show. We got the quarterfinals here on Youth Hockey Hub. Good feed right into the middle. Carithers able to pounce down on that with the pads. So he's certainly limiting damage, but the chances are flying at him here. 6:56 to go in the first. This is just a talented roster for Great Plains. Certainly another dynamic to note with this New England team. They're basically running 2 full lines. I mean, I don't know if you have to throw the word basically. There's 10 guys on this roster, minus Carithers, the goaltender. So they've got 6 forwards, and they've got 4 defensemen. And this late in the week, we talked about it yesterday against Team USA, they hung with them until that third. But there's a lot of hockey on a lot of these legs and a lot of very long shifts. More so than some of the other teams that they're going to have to fight through. That shot from Burchild deflected away over towards the far side corner. Spencer Thornborough back to the middle, tries to hit Bazarek. Hit it on the heel of the stick instead. Bounces to Johnson. Johnson from the circle. Fires the shot. Settles into Carithers. And so it's just going to be tough for them. And we saw that last night, both early and late. And we've seen that so far here in the first period. Just going to be tough to kind of have the horses to dominate possession. So they're trying to survive and then make the most of their chances. They did that early, had a 1-0 lead inside the first 6 minutes, but that has evaporated quickly, and we've spent most of this period down on this current end of the ice in their own zone. Carithers keeping it where it is at a 1-goal game. Pedersen trying to pop it up free. Instead, the defensemen are there. Nate Kinney takes it away, pushes it up the boards far side. Thought he was on the same page with Perpera, but it goes in behind his fellow forward. Swings all the way around and back out for Junt. Junt pushes it up the ice quickly for Nelson. Nelson working it back to the middle and is just tapped away from Panzer, who is walking right down the slot. Loose puck all the way out of the zone to the far side with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. 2-1 lead for Great Plains. Back-to-back goals to answer the 1-goal lead early for New England. Nelson in the far side corner. Tried to wrap it around. Ran into the stick of a New England skater. Back out to Panzer. From the half wall, Panzer into the middle of the circle. Had it poked away. Slaps right back to Shamil. He'll send one wide of the crease. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. 2-1 lead for Great Plains. Puck through traffic. Nobody really had a beat on that, but slapped away just before it gets to Carithers. Clear to the zone, but not any further than the red line. Back it comes. Pressure from Junt. Nearly poked it away, but it's Kinney who takes it away for New England. Kinney flying up ice. 1-on-5 into the zone. Under 5 minutes to play. Kinney trying to hot foot his way in towards the crease, and at the very least got it in on Cruitt, who had to swallow it up with one extra skater charging. So give Kinney credit. Undaunted there against 5 defenders. He at least wins some zone time here with 4:49 to go for New England. Forcing that cover up by Cruitt, even if it wasn't an A1 shot opportunity. Chance to control this draw, couldn't do it. Great Plains off the wall and clear of the zone. Here comes Lutner. Lutner left the puck at the blue line, and that'll give us the offsides. Back to neutralize. 4:35 to go. It's not a low-scoring New England team by any stretch. Certainly lately, their final 2 wins, they scored 9 total goals, 5 against Midwest, 4 against Minnesota. Both of those games, incidentally, coming on this sheet of ice. They've played 4 of their 6, now 5 of their 7. Right here on good old Rink 2 at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Break out ahead for Thornborough, and he'll tie us up with a little backhander to the top shelf right. Make the most of your opportunities, and that's exactly what Spencer Thornborough just did for New England to tie this game. Two apiece. And they're up against it, playing by some accounts best team in the tournament, odds-on favorite to win it. Team that just keeps coming at you, clearly, as you see. Wyatt Britton giving the single assist. Just like on their first goal, comes off of a break. They've been dominated in possession time, no doubt about that. Great Plains has done a great job hanging on to possession. But New England now with 2 goals on a pair of breaks. Doing enough to hang around here in the first. 3:25 to go in this first period. New England with possession. There's Bazaric. Bazaric back to the blue line. It's held in by Brady Sloper. Sloper in some traffic, though. Couldn't cleanly pick it up, and now it does. It was still in the zone, but got a change going, and Great Plains comes away with it. Burchout fires it up to the far side. Looking for a little help to settle it down while Kuznick fires the shot off the pads, and the rebound goes home. Second of the game for Burchild, and this one comes on the rebound. 3:06 to go, just like that. Great Plains takes the lead back. Burchild now with 8 for the tournament. Believe Kuznick had that shot, so he'd end up with the assist. Kuznick gets that first assist. More pressure right back on the netminder, Carithers. It's 3-2. 2:45 to go. Great Plains keeps flying at people here. Back straight away up front. Another rebound chance. Carithers steered away the first offering from Sammy Nelson. This time, though, they're able to clear it. 2.5 minutes to go. Right back on the stick of Great Plains. Francisco, though, goes in too quick. And that'll get us a change with the neutralized faceoff. 2.5 minutes remaining here in this first period. Great Plains 6-0. And they've had an answer every time. Doing it with possession. Off the win. Lutner straight away. Towed away by Carithers. Back to Lutner down below the goal line. Tried to send it right back to TJ Hale, but he'd overskated it. They play catch with it in the corners. They caught up to it. Back it goes for Brian Frost. Frost peels it off the back wall. And by the way, I was talking about just 10 players. They might be down to 9 at this point, thinking back to yesterday's game, by the way. Kinney off the boards, trying to sneak inside. I haven't seen him yet. Can't confirm, though, but Zachary Steele, one of their forwards and one of their top scorers, went off the ice late yesterday with an injury. He was able to skate off on his own power, but I haven't seen Steele in on this rotation. So they could be very well another skater down. And that is not how you want to go into a game against Great Plains. That's not how you want to go into any game, but Great Plains specifically, they keep coming at you so much. No, you got to be at full strength or better. Right there in front and tucked under the crossbar by Kuznick this time. A 2-goal lead for the first time for Great Plains with 1:36 to go. Minute 30 to go here in the first. And Great Plains poured it on. Burchild picks up the assist. That's why, yeah, you take advantage of your opportunities, but you just can only live like this against a good team for so long with all that possession. Kuznick finishes. That's his 8th goal of the tournament. He's trailing Dylan Dean for the team lead and now tied with Burchild, who has 2 in this game. Now they've got their sights set. Semifinal matchup later this afternoon and a berth in the championship game tomorrow. 45 seconds to go in the period. 4-2 lead. We were tied at 2. The 4:14 mark. Right back out in front again. Shot and one save. Bouncing puck knocked in on the 3rd try. Started by Sammy Nelson. Finished by Keaton Junt. Junt on the back door. The puck was popping around and then right in front of him. And Junt makes it 5-2. 30 seconds remain here in this first period. 3 straight goals to help close out the first for Great Plains. Gus Olson fires that puck flipping end over end. Flies out of the zone. Plenty of time to work. Entered in. Pushed ahead. Down towards Engstrom. Engstrom couldn't get there in time. Settled into the crease. That's Panzer now. Poke towards the top of the zone. 2 seconds left. 1 second. No shot fired away. And it will be 5-2 at the end of this first period. So New England got on the board first, but just as they would the rest of the period, Great Plains always had an answer. They scored the final 3 goals of the frame to take this 5-2 lead. Brian Frost got New England on the board with 9:37 to go in the first. Made it 1-0. But less than a minute later, it was Mikey Burchild's first goal of the game. Gave him 7 on the tournament. Made it 1-1. Great Plains would score again to take their first lead. TJ Hale off the assist from Kaysen Panzer. Made it 2-1. New England came back to score it just over 3 minutes later and tie things up. Spencer Thornborough with his 8th goal of the tournament. And then the 3 straight goals. Burchild, Kuznick, and finished off with the final goal by Keaton Junt, his 5th of the tournament. So a 5-2 lead for Great Plains. Don't forget, we've got our full coverage of championship Friday and Saturday. Quarterfinals here today. Winner of this one, I believe, would get the winner of South International. That matchup, the 2-3 matchup. It's either that or the winner of Manitoba and North. The other 2-3 matchup. I believe that's how the bracket's set up. Our next game here on this sheet of ice features the other number 1 seed, Team USA, going up against Team East Coast. Great Plains unbeaten. 6-0, and we've seen why. 5-2, they've got the lead. Left to right will go Great Plains this time. And arm up. It looks like we'll have a delayed penalty coming up. It is touchdown controlled, and the first penalty of the game comes up on Great Plains. So it gives New England the power play opportunity after we did not have a penalty in the first. Trip called on Charlie Engstrom. So 5-on-4, and another opportunity that New England, if they're going to hang around in this game and find a way to win it late, they've got to capitalize here. They capitalized on 2 big breaks early, got the puck in front, Cruitt swallows it up, forced the face-off, coming off to his stick side, I believe. No, they'll go glove side. Puck picked up by Bezeric. Turns, fires, that one deflected down in traffic, out to the blue line for A.J. Young. Young to play it, pushes it down towards the corner. 14:20 remaining here in the second period. Back out in front, into the side of the cage on that shot, deflects down. Kinney after it. Kinney sweeps it back, looking for Young, taken away and moved out of the zone by Great Plains, just enough. Frost tapped it forward, back it went to Bezeric. Bezeric bangs it off the corner. Had it poked away, out towards the blue line, settled down. Pushed back towards the middle, maybe a redirect transfer, Thornborough. Wyatt Britton settled that one down and sent it back towards the middle. Minute 5 remaining here in the first penalty of this game. Came on Great Plains, they're at the disadvantage here. Trying to defend it in tight. Frost nearly had it. And then lost it back to the top of the zone. Birchow going shorthanded. Skates around Britton to the far circle. Takes the shot. Settled in by Carithers. Draw will come on the shorthanded side with 48 seconds to go in the power play opportunity. Great Plains leading it 5-2 with 13:30 remaining. Looking for that shorthanded chance. Poked around, covered up again by Carithers. Off the draw, New England with Kinney. Picking it up. Off the board's far side and right back out of the zone. Shore to track it down. Shore moves it up. Perpera. Perpera just shy of the circle, loses it down towards the corner. 13 minutes to go in this second period. 15 left in the power play. And Great Plains now with possession, moving through neutral ice. It's Junt, the last goal scorer. Push down. Kinney walls him off. Sends it to the opposite side as they try to fly their way up the ice. Off the boards, Perpera. Played instead by Shorer. Shorer spins, got it to Perpera, who dumped it into the zone, and that finishes off the penalty kill for Great Plains. Back to even strength, 12:30 to go here in this second period. New England takes it back. That's Frost. Works it down into the zone, clear that circle, and had it poked away, lost it out. Sloper had to slow it down. Tried to work it back up ice, gets caught up by Shamil. Shamil able to push it down into the New England zone. Sloper wraps it around the boards, hoping for friendly help on the far side. It bounces all the way to Thornborough. Thornborough against two defenders. Walled off, had it taken away, but then tapped right back to the stick of Frost. Frost flying in. He tries to redirect down towards the goal line with 12 minutes to go. Lost the puck. Back comes Great Plains. Flying on a break. Man out in front is Francisco. He'll cross the blue line. Had it poked away at the slot. Teammate right there to pick it up. Backhanded try in and out of the glove of Carithers. Put there by Pedersen. Tracked down by Great Plains. Pedersen after it again. Walking on the goal line. Has a man in front. Shoot and score for Sammy Nelson. Great Plains takes a 6-2 edge. They've scored 4 straight. 11:40 to go. Beautiful feed from Pedersen below the goal line. And Nelson finishes it off for his 4th goal of the tournament. .11:35 remaining. Great Plains right after it again. Had 2 in the slot there, and neither one could track down that puck. Flies all the way free. Back at the blue line, dumped in and then held there by a crashing TJ Hale. Fires it along the goal line. That short angle shot sails wide. 11:13 to go. Great Plains still after the possession. Walked through the circle, then tapped away. Controlled by New England and taken out past their own blue line. Done so on the near side by A.J. Young. Pushed down towards the goal line. Perpera, rather, took that one in. Great Plains stops up the possession quickly. That one tapped back and slowed down, then pushed ahead into the zone by Dylan Dean and Lutner. Lutner after it. Dean floating back to the middle. Already a man in front. That was TJ Hale. Just couldn't redirect. 10:42 to go. 6-2 whistle. And a penalty's coming. With 10:39 to go. 6-2. And the second penalty of the game on Great Plains comes on Dylan Dean. So another power play opportunity for New England. They go quickly, and they force Pruitt to glove the offering from Bazarek. Minute 49 to go in the power play, 10:28 to go. Great Plains has already killed one off here in this first period. Second period, excuse me. They took a 5-2 lead out of the first, just scored even strength moments ago to make it 6-2. Now their second penalty of the period results in this 5-on-4 chance. Long shot from Sloper, turned away by Pruitt. Coming up on 10 minutes to go. Into the corner for Johnson. Chance to clear. Had it taken back by New England. Now it slaps down to his feet again, and Kane Johnson pushes it out to neutralize. Burchild back over towards Johnson, trying to thread the needle there, and it was poked away by one of the defenders. As we go under 10 minutes to go here in the second. Back out in front for Johnson. Short-handed try, towed away by Carithers. Second chance, still in front of the net, and Carithers a chance to recover. Defense came to help after he made that toe save on the first offering. With Johnson flying in short-handed. Shore through neutral ice, trying to start the possession with the advantage again for New England. Pops free of Brian Frost. Back to Shore near the blue line. Fighting to push it back down towards Frost. Great Plains after it into the corner. Francisco cycles it over to the far side. A little too strong. Thornborough scored one of the 2 goals in the first period for New England. Had it taken away. This one will fly all the way out of the zone. Headed between the circles. That means Shore's got to get there quick with a man chasing. Kuznick was providing some pressure. Pops to Sloper. Sloper just lost it near the blue line. Junt tracks it down. 20 seconds to go in the power play opportunity. Second one of the period for New England. To the near side it goes for Kenny. Kenny peels it off the boards against some pressure from Great Plains. Slows him down. 10 seconds left in the power play. Flown ahead to Prepera. Prepera takes it all the way towards the corner. He has it lifted off his stick by Francisco. Francisco will move it out of the zone for Great Plains. Dangled by Junt. He lost it at the blue line, pushed back in, but we're to full strength now. 5-on-5 hockey resumes with 8.5 minutes to go here in the second period. 4-goal lead for Great Plains. They've killed off a pair of penalties, both here in this second. Now they've got a 3-1 break flying down the other end. Man on the near side, that's Pedersen. Pedersen back to the middle. Nelson's shot turned away by Carithers. Trying to execute the break, and Carithers denies them there. He's given up 6 goals, but he has been far from leaky in this one because he has faced a torrent of shots from this Great Plains team. He's made some big-time saves. Great Plains already 5 guys back in the defensive zone there to help stop up that potential break from New England. Ends up back top of the slot for Olsen. Fires it wide. Picked up by Kinney, trying to turn the corner. Back to Olsen in the middle, and that will force Pruitt to cover it up in the crease. So by hook or by crook, New England able to find some zone time here with a draw coming up to the glove side of Pruitt. 7:48 remaining here in the second period. A 6-2 lead for Great Plains. Make it the 5th time now in 7 games in the tournament they've scored as many as 6. Still a ways away from their game-high 14 against West. But they have, if not expanded to an insurmountable lead, they have shown the ability to always answer anything positive that New England has done in this game, including taking a 1-0 lead, tying things up at 2. There have been short order answers for Great Plains every time since, and it's been something to watch. Brady Sloper off the boards. Back, no friendly jerseys back there. Lutner tracks it down, moves it up ahead on a strong pass towards the blue line. Dean had it and then was poked away. So good defensive work early there by New England before it got to the blue line. Forced to slow things down. Again, it slows down on this near side. Forced Lutner to peel it back. Working over there with Hale. Hale moves it to outside the circle. Hale looking to dangle back by his right foot. Defenseman lost a stick. Puck goes with it down towards the corner. Gives him a little bit of a chance. 6:50 to go. Still a stick down near the blue line. Under 7 minutes left. New England able to peel things out of the zone. Pushed up along the boards by Bazarek. Flown right back by Great Plains. Chase after for TJ Hale. He loses that battle. but no control at neutral ice. Panzer, he's into the fight now. As the puck is pinned up in front of the Great Plains bench. Then it goes sailing down towards Carithers, and with a man trailing in, he decides to cover up with 6:21 to go here in this second period. 5 in the first for Great Plains to take a 3-goal lead into this second period. They've gotten one even strength goal in the second. Sammy Nelson. Beautiful feed from Nate Pedersen. It was his seventh assist of the tournament. Directly after they had killed off the first of what is now 2 power plays that New England's had a chance on in this second period. Kinney weaving his way through traffic, puts it into the zone, but under duress, pushed away by Kuznick. It did come all the way out there, so they'll have to touch. Leaves Great Plains alone with space to clear it. Under 6 to play. Back to the front, turned over right there in the zone. Spinning shot, won't go home. Turned away by Cruitt. Great Plains, that's a rarity. They have not been able to clear cleanly out of their own defensive zone. More likely, it's been this that has happened, turning things into a break. Burchild just has it poked off his stick, still able to push it ahead into the zone. Left at the blue line for Kuznick. Kuznick fires it in. Had Engstrom right there. Make that Johnson right there. And he's denied by Carithers. 5:24 to go. New England with some numbers coming back the other way, but they lose that on the change. Taken in by Britton. Britton looking to turn the corner and distribute. Fired it back towards the circle. Instead, hangs on to it. Sends it into the back of the cage. Britton after it. 2 New England skaters hit the deck. Springs the puck free for Great Plains. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Great Plains working in front of their own net. Taken away by Pedersen. Pedersen feeds it up the boards near side. Just pushed out of the zone. Slips past Nelson. Little too strong, but back to Nelson at the blue line. Had a man already in the zone, so he's got to go backwards. 6-2 the lead. Only 1 goal here in the second. It belongs to Great Plains. Nelson kicks that off the heel into the zone. He'll try to track it down in the corner. Junt was there with him, but they lose possession out to New England, and it's cleared to the near side. Panzer right there waiting for it. He'll skate backwards and then slap it down past the blue line. New England a chance with Young to pull it away. He gets caught up in traffic and neutralized. It pops free to Nelson. Nelson 2-on-1 coming back the other way. The man on the left side, that's Junt. Can't take the late shot, and it slides just wide. Nelson was there for the redirect and couldn't find the puck in the crease. Back at neutral ice, picked up by Pedersen. Pedersen spins it over to Junt. Junt will send it down to the corner and get a change for Great Plains. Britton, one man providing some pressure over there for Great Plains. It's TJ Hale. He kept it free enough. Get it back to Dean. Dean on the return feed. Little backhanded shovel. Nobody on the backside. Pops all the way free to Panzer. Panzer down towards the corner with 3:45 remaining. Panzer, that shot deflected before it could get headed towards the crease with full steam. Shamil meets it at neutral ice. Everybody touches up. Back into the zone. Straight down the slot for Dean. Dean to the left. Pass back to him. Missed by Hale. Still put into traffic in front. Just slips down below the goal line. 3:29 to go and cleared off the boards. That'll be an icing and we'll come back the other way with 3:24 remaining here in this second period. They will resurface this sheet of ice between the second and third as they've been doing all week. Second quarterfinal here on this sheet of ice will be Team USA led by the 10 goals from Jack Wheaton, 8 from Philip Ziska against a 3-3 East Coast team. Has a 5-goal scorer in Ryan Walsh and a 9-goal scorer in Luca Kanata. Great Plains trying to get their 7th of the game before we head to the third. 6-2 lead. And they've been in command since they took the lead back when New England scored with 4 minutes to go in the first to tie the game at 2. 3 goals to answer to end the first period. 1 more here in the second. And a 4-goal lead for Great Plains. 2:50 to go. Another chance with Dean sliding in, trying to push it to this near side. Had a man, 2 men trailing. Back to the top of the slot. Long shot coming through. Opportunistic for A.J. Francisco. And he comes up empty. Changes out there. Perpera slides in late. Bouncing puck steered away by Carithers. In towards the corner. 2 in on the fight for Great Plains. Sends it down in towards the corner. Popped right back up towards the circle. Long shot for Panzer. And that one slides off the pads. Junt from the half wall, stepping on towards the goal line. 2:15 remaining here in the second period. Puck wrapped around the boards on the far side. New England desperately trying to clear here and do something in the final 2 minutes to shave this 4-goal margin down at least one. Good move in his own zone. Kinney to push it through on the near side. Sends it up in front of the bench. They've got to change, though. Bazarek flies onto the ice. Nobody can get there to get pressure on Great Plains, so Junt brings it up. And offsides. Too quick in for Panzer on the far side. Tried to slow play that. Couldn't quite do it enough. Fresh 5 on the ice for Great Plains for this neutralized draw. 95 seconds to go. It bounces free to the near side. Thornborough trying to angle and turn back in towards Cruitt, who's on his toes there. The action caught up, though, in the corner. Great Plains pushes it as far as the top of the zone and now slides it out with a backhanded effort. TJ Hale brings it into the zone himself. Had Dean in the middle, but he's caught up in traffic. Can't fire the pass in there. Coming up on a minute to go. Britton takes it off the back of his own cage and pushes it all the way out towards the blue line. It does just slip out. Dean and Hale right there, though, to try and turn it right back in. Here comes Lutner. And instead, the offsides. Lutner tried to turn it in quickly. 58 and a half seconds to go here in this second period. Just one goal. That came all the way back at the 11:40 mark here in the second period. And outside of that, New England has held tough, courtesy of Carithers in net. That one bounces off a skate for Great Plains at neutralized. Slowed him up here off the win of that draw. Do push it up ahead to Kuznick. Kuznick a little too strong on his first touch. Back it comes. We haven't crossed either blue line here lately after that initial draw. Now we do, coming the other way. It's Perpera, fires it down towards the corner. 30 seconds to go in the period. Great Plains looking for one more break. That one, though, for New England. Slams into the side of the cage. Rebound, backhanded chance, just steered away by Cruitt. Cruitt keeps us right where we are. 18 seconds to go. Great Plains, another break flying up on the right side for Kuznick. Kuznick tries to center that bouncing puck. Flies high over the crossbar. After it goes Charlie Engstrom in the corner. He's over there with Burchild, who's got 2 goals already. Burchild peels it out of the corner with 4 seconds. Down below the goal line with 2, with 1, and New England will clear it out to send us to the break. 6-2, the lead for Great Plains. They get 1 in the period, and it comes from Sammy Nelson. His 4th of the tournament. Killed off a couple of penalties, and so 6-2 will be your score going to the third. It's quarterfinal number 1 of the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub. Back with you here at rink number 2 at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Game number 1 of the quarterfinals of the show. 6-2, Great Plains has the lead. Just one goal, though, back there in the second. So most of the scoring done in the first. Another 15 fresh up on the scoreboard. Right to left will go Great Plains here in this second. And we are underway. Off to the left. Well, that's Luke Carithers. Don't let the 6 on the scoreboard fool you. Carithers has played a very good game. It can easily be already much more lopsided than the 4 goals. The other side, Cash Cruitt held New England down outside of 2 breaks in that first period. Breakaway goals that were cashed in by New England. So we'll see what the third has in store. Low scoring, or Great Plains finds their footing again. This is a team that 4 times has scored at least 7 goals. 2 of those featured 14 and 12. So more scoring certainly wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for this number 1 seed from the Jefferson division of the 2. Excuse me, I keep doing that. Kennedy division. Hard for me to keep straight because those 2 names of the high schools here in Bloomington. Yours truly living in Bloomington. It all kind of meshes together. But Kennedy Division 1 versus New England out of the Jefferson Division number 4 to start off the quarterfinals. We've got that same seeded matchup. Team USA, they're the number 1 seed out of the Jefferson, coming up against East Coast. 13:30 to go. Skating scoreless so far here in the third. Great Plains trying to find some possession. Pedersen walking his way towards the front of the crease. Backhand, shovel in, stopped by Carithers. And that's exactly what we've seen from Luke Carithers a number of times. Poked away at the blue line. Turned back by Francisco. He weaves his way past the defense. Got it ahead to Pedersen. Pedersen 3-on-2 with Francisco. Back to Pedersen. He angles in. Carithers makes the stop again. Pokes it down below the goal line. Kenny to peel it away. Kenny flying through the near side circle in his own zone. Gets across one blue line, shoves it across the other, and pushes down into the corner. Charlie Engstrom walled him off so he couldn't take it coast to coast. But it is into the Great Plains zone with 12:50 to go. Spinning like a top down towards the blue line and poked away by TJ Hale. Hale's on his own against a couple of defenders. He takes the long shot, slides that one wide, hard into the boards there. And Hale is going to hop up. A little slow to do so, but they'll keep play going. He lost his stick. He slammed into that show logo. Paid for taking that quick shot. Good to see him skate under his own power. Off to the bench. 12:20 to go. Take a look at him. Pinned up in the corner. Great Plains pushes it out of the zone. A little strong for Dylan Dean. Puck off the boards. Back into the middle. Brian Frost trying to play it there. Slips it back towards the blue line. Dumps it down into the Great Plains zone. Played back near the cage by Shamil. Shamil keeps it on his stick. Off the boards to himself. Enters it into the zone. 2 teammates to the left. He'll fire the shot on his own. Carithers near the pipe. Makes the save. 11:52 remaining here in this third. Great Plains trying to make it 7-0 here in the 2019 show and move their way to the semifinals. Do we have a collision course? Team USA and Great Plains, the top 2 teams unbeaten out of pool play. Or Manitoba, very talented team that was the number 2 team in that Kennedy division. 7-6 high-scoring game at Mariucci between Great Plains and Manitoba. Great Plains trying to center it. Just tipped away defensively. Tracked down by Francisco. Outside the circle and cleared from the zone. Headed between the circles, but it's going to slide all the way back for an icing with 11:28 to go here in the third. International, who's the number 3 seed in that Kennedy division. They also played Great Plains tough to a 1-goal game, 4-3. That was in game 3. Back-to-back 1-goal games for Great Plains. They scored 7 to beat Manitoba by 1 and 4 to beat International by 1. We'll see if there's a meeting in the wings. International could be their next game. Pops to Junt. Junt takes the backhanded try, and it hops up over the crossbar. 11 minutes remaining. Back off the boards, wrapped around. Junt trying to track it down. He's got space. Centering pass deflected away. And New England surviving the pressure yet again. Just 1 goal since the first, either way. And that one slips down. Icing is waved off. So Henry Shamil tracks it down deep in his own zone, pokes it ahead off the boards to Sammy Nelson. So that could be a big-time semifinal matchup later today. International, even if they do upset South, it'll be a big-time 2-3 showdown. Peeled off the boards, out to Young. Young brought it in, but already had a teammate there, so the offsides rolls us back to neutral ice. 10-16 remaining here in this third. Only 2 penalties of the game have been whistled on Great Plains. No power play opportunities for the kids in black. Off the neutralized draw, push to the near side for Dean. Dean slips it back, shot taken off the pads. Second rebound try for Dean, backhanding it near the pipe, and a whistle as it's settled by Carithers. An absolute blast from Logan Lutner to get that all started. You can see why Lutner has his 7 assists for the tournament. Undoubtedly, at least a handful on shots like that popped home on rebounds. Under 10 we go. Still a 4-goal lead at 6-2 for Great Plains. New England, again, despite basically being down to a 9-skater roster plus Carithers the goaltender, they're playing tough here late in this quarterfinal matchup. Haven't allowed Great Plains to expand the lead any further than 4, and they've only scored once since the first period. It has been enough. Frost over to try and pick it off the boards. 2-on-2 hockey there to try and win possession. Frost ends up with it, spinning at the circle, has a man in the middle. It's shoveled to the near side for Bezeric. Just hops over his stick. The near side comes all the way out. Picked up by Dean. Dean flying in. Dean catches it in the corner, tries to center, and we'll get our first penalty on New England of this game. All happened back here in the other zone. Slash. And it's on Bezeric. So the first power play opportunity for Great Plains. Already leading it by 4. The initial draw of the opportunity. Nearly forced out by New England, but couldn't get it past the aggressive forwards for Great Plains. So 5-on-4, they settle it in with possession, trying to send it towards the front. Instead held onto by Kuznick. And that one got caught up in the back of the net. Net came off, rather. So 1:41 to go in the penalty. 8:50 remaining here in the game. 4-goal lead for Great Plains. Sticks got caught up off the draw, and I don't think the puck moved an inch. Eventually picked up, peeled out by Pedersen. Pedersen behind the net, looking to distribute here on the power play. Where is he going to go? Up to Kuznick on the far side, make that Panzer. Panzer holds it in with the backhand. Loss of an edge there. Puck pops to Burchild. Burchild's already got 2 goals in this game. Slides along, gets an angle, dumps it down just wide. Back below the net. Burchild setting up. He's got a man behind him as well. Short angle try off the side of the cage yet again. Pedersen with 1:26 to go. Back to Burchild. In front, the save made by Carithers. Rebound try swept wide. Kuznick was right there on it to try and slap it home. And it's taken off the stick of Burchild. Pushed up and out of the zone. And an icing. With 1:08 to go. Change coming up. 5-on-4 hockey for Great Plains. You're watching the 2019 show here on Youth Hockey Hub. And another quarterfinal coming up here on this same sheet of ice. We are on to tournament-style elimination play. After the 6 regularly scheduled games turned over off the draw. Back it comes on this near side. Pushed up for Junt. Tracking it down in the corner. Bangs off the wall. Out, long blast. Engstrom put it into traffic. Wide, swept there by Carithers. Down into the corner for Shore to try and track it down. Sends it towards the blue line, met by Francisco. Sliding through the circle. He'll take the shot. Carithers another save. Poked at by Junt, but just goes wide. 29 seconds to go in the power play. 7.5 to go here in the game. Pops free of the blue line. Engstrom going backwards to settle it down. He'll play catch far side with Francisco. Engstrom pushes it up to the blue line. Enters in. At the circle. Two Great Plains skaters hit the deck, so New England had a chance to clear. They can only push it as far. No, they did get it out. Francisco couldn't quite hold it in with 7 seconds remaining in the power play. 7:16 to go in the game. We've been sitting at 6-4 since the 11:40 mark. 6-2, excuse me. Since the 11:40 mark of the second period. Neutralized faceoff. Final 5 seconds of the 5-on-4 advantage for Great Plains. Quickly they get the shot out in front for Lutner. Good feed off the draw victory from Dylan Dean. And that will officially kill off the penalty for New England. So Great Plains 0 for 1, but they've killed off 2 penalties themselves. 7:08 to go in this game. 6-2, Lutner forces that one to slide back towards the blue line, and it skips out past Panzer. So New England able to push it down on the far side as we go under 7 minutes to go here in quarterfinal number 1 of the show 2019. Youth Hockey Hub has you covered all the way through the championship tomorrow. And don't forget all kinds of hockey still, even outside of our elimination games. Skills Challenge All-Star Game here at the Ice Garden in Bloomington. New England able to peel it off the boards. Nate Kinney pushes it down into the zone. Kinney with a goal and an assist in the tournament, but he's always found himself around the puck, certainly the last 2 games that we've seen from Kinney. Walled off by Shamil. Push back towards the goal line and all the way out of the zone with 6:15 to go in this one. Banged off the boards to try and clear it. Panzer right there to meet it. Still had players in the zone, so it backtracks to Lutner. Lutner crosses over to the far side. Dean dancing with it. Dean ends up down on the deck. Puck free to Hale. Far side. Lutner back to Dean at the circle. Bouncing puck. Clear and under control from New England. Shoved down the ice, and we'll get an icing to bring it back the other way with 5:52 remaining. Great Plains and New England. .550 to go. And off the draw in their defensive zone. Slip all the way back down. And another icing to bring us back with 5:54 to go. Great Plains, just 1 goal since they took a 5-2 lead out of that first. In tight to the near side post, slapped free to Engstrom. Engstrom top of the slot, fires it through traffic again, deflected away by New England. Cleared up on this near side, ends up on the stick of Thornborough. Thornborough already a goal in the game. He's angling hard towards the post and walled off, poked away by Cruitt. Down towards the corner with 5:15 remaining. New England able to hold possession. Sloper wraps it around the boards. 1 skater changing in behind the action with 5 minutes to go. Slipped out by Great Plains. Pushed up the ice by Kuznick. Kuznick with a man in the middle. That's Burchild. Kuznick, though, can't cleanly get it to him. Does get it to the far side post, and Carithers forced to steer it away. Back up top for Johnson. Johnson off the backboards. He'll sprint for a change as the puck gets caught up down in the corner. 4:40 to go. Wrapped around, Shamil trying to apply pressure. He does just that to push it back down into the corner. Looking for some help as he's ridden off the puck. It's underneath his breezers there as he'll come up. Still has a chance at possession, pinned up on the boards there with 4:25 to go. Free for Pedersen. Pedersen from the corner, working against 2 defenders. Winds his way towards the goal line, and his try just poked away. Camden Shore got a piece of that for New England. 4 to go as it slides across the slot. Big swing for Shamil. Comes up empty. 6-2 still the lead. Free puck back for Shamil. Flies up at the blue line, outside the circle, cuts in tight towards Carithers, and he makes the save, sprawling out there. Skate on either post, leaning forward. And that puck stays out of the net yet again, 3:54. So clearly Great Plains has done enough here, but they have not been able to tack on anything since that 11:40 mark of the second. And you got to credit these New England kids, because they've got some long shifts out there as that one slips wide to the near side. Dylan Dean couldn't find the handle to maybe knock that one home. Again, already came in to yesterday with just 10 skaters. Then they lose another to an injury. And that one slides all the way back on Cruitt to cover it up with 3:36 to go. Lose another to an injury, so you're basically skating with 5 forwards and 4 defensemen on these shifts for New England. And since the end of the first, they have held the line against Great Plains, giving up just a single goal. Here's a break, though. Out for Hale. Hale sprinting in, leaves one defender down, fires it past Carithers to make it 7-2. Maybe a capper for Hale and Great Plains. So a semifinal matchup awaiting tomorrow. Excuse me, later tonight. So Hale with the score. Scores for the second time, so he joins Burchild with the 2 scores. As Great Plains, they've been in command of this game. Now they take that 5-goal lead late. And they'll try to finish it off. Simply and uneventfully as possible. Kuznick brings it in across the blue line on the far side, dumps it back down for Johnson. He lost the puck out near the circles. It's pushed to Shamil. Shamil dumps it down to Kuznick. Kuznick loses it to New England. Thornborough trying to stick handle his way past a man. It was poked away by Johnson. Back out to Burchild. He'll send it down deeper into the zone and turn and make a change. 2:13 and counting. Poked up near the blue line. Big stick over there. Frees the puck. Back towards neutral ice. Junt poking at it, trying to send it clear. Couldn't quite do it, but did keep it alive long enough. Here comes Nelson. Nelson outside the circle with under 2 minutes to play. Nelson settles it down at that circle. No one there in particular to send that pass to at the blue line. So Great Plains have to cycle it back in again. Onto the stick of Junt. Junt right down the slot. He'll take the shot and fire it home. Keaton Junt, his 5th of the tournament, 2nd of the game, so make it 6 in the tournament. And it's 8-2. Walks his way in. And with 1:30 remaining and running time after that 7-2 goal, it is now 8-2. Stick around after this one. Tony's got an interview down ice side. Great Plains pouring it on here. 2 goals late. They didn't score for about 20 minutes of game action. And then pop home 2 here in the final 3.5. Final 50 seconds. Slipping off the clock. Lutner fires his way in off the far side post to make it 9-2. Give that one with 30 seconds left for Lutner. And a 9-goal game for the 3rd time in the tournament, and it comes here in the quarterfinals. Lutner scores for the first time today, and the 3rd time in the tournament. He takes the win on the draw with 19 seconds left. Fires that one towards Carithers. Puck makes its way back towards neutralize, in towards Dylan Dean. They've done this without Dean, their top scorer, getting a goal in this game. Whistle, and that's going to be it. The horn will sound off running time. 9-2 is your final. 5 in the first period. Burchild, Hale, Burchild again, then Kuznick and Junt. That matched just the 2 goals from New England. Frost and Thornborough, they did not score the rest of the game. Nelson got one in the second for Great Plains. Then Hale, Junt got his second. Both of those guys scoring their second, and Lutner caps the scoring at 9-2. So on to the semifinals for Great Plains. Keep an eye on the scores to figure out who they've got in that matchup, and keep it right here, both for a conversation down with one of the game-winning Great Plains skaters, and we'll also have another game from Rink 2, USA, taking on East Coast. We'll pause here, and then Tony will have the interview set with a victorious Great Plains team as they move to 7-0. Congrats to New England on the run through the tournament. They'll end up at 3-4. Ice Side interview comes up next here on the 2019 show on Youth Hockey Hub.
We're here with Mikey Burchild, YHH player of the game. Great Plains knocks off New England today 9-2, avenging a loss from last year's championship game. Congratulations, Mikey, on a great game.
Thank you.
All right, Mikey, what did you guys have played so well this week. Won again today, 9-2, averaging more than 7 goals a game as a team in the tournament. Talk a little bit about what you guys have done so well this week.
Well, we've gone wide with speed. We've done a really good job of having a third guy high when we rush into the zone. So if the puck pops out, we can get it to the net. And we're almost every game we've outworked the other team.
I agree with that. Those are all great comments there, Mikey. Mikey, let's talk a little bit about these hands here. I mean, they are filthy. You are just you ruined some of these poor kids out there with your hands. What is the secret? Is it manicures? Is it lotion? What is it that the secret to your great hands?
Hard work.
Hard work. That's a good answer, too. I'll take that any day. All right, last thing. It's been a fun week for you guys. You were in the semifinals tonight in the show. What's been one of your biggest memories or favorite things about it so far?
Well, just like being with the team and having fun, and we're winning. That's fun. And, yeah.
A big winner is Mikey Burchild. Congratulations, Mikey, on a great game. Good luck in the semis.